Hi, I'm Brandy. This is Hound Dog Hollow. And I'm just popping on to say hello tonight. I meant to come on earlier this afternoon, but it has been a very busy day. We have a little child getting ready to go into first grade. And so it's been like my first day off since talking to his teacher and just getting an idea of like what he needs for school. I'm sure lots of you guys, if your parents have the back to school list, and so you're working on that. If your kid hasn't already, pardon me, if your kid hasn't already started back at school, I know we're starting probably later than a lot of different kids here in Oregon. Um, Although I do know they're piloting year-round school here in Oregon, so some of the kids, hi Liberians, some of the kids started in August. So that's what I've been doing all day. Basically, we cleaned out his room, cleaned out my things from his room because we converted an area that we had been storing stuff into his room. Hi, Angela. And so we finished converting it. We laid it out really nicely. We got him a new little chair. We've got a couple things for him on the Amazon list. So he has his own space. And then tomorrow I have to go through all of his school supplies for homeschooling from last year and see what we're keeping as keepsake, what can go, and just organizing and straightening all that stuff up so I don't have to buy redundant items for back to school. Hi, Witchy Farm Girl. Hi, Kat. I have all of the Witchy Yard Sale stuff processed, meaning that I have your list with your things in the box that it's going to ship it to you. I was working today, although I didn't get as far as I wanted, on the freebies. So I picked a whole bunch of herbs from my property. So I got bay leaves, juniper, and blackberries that I'm drying out now for gifts for the boxes. And Lord knows that damn tumbler is still going with my crystals in it. So we'll see how they look eventually. Then I got what else did I get? I did not get to picking up the feathers because usually that's what I do when I'm getting ready to pack your boxes. I go out and whatever feathers call to me out in my yard is what you get. So I have to do that tomorrow. Although tonight I still have to chicken wrangle because my chickens don't. The roosters are having a problem with fighting. And so now instead of everybody going into the hen house at night and going to sleep, hi Sherry, they're not going to bed. So they're clustering all over the fences and stuff, which unfortunately has led to a lot of chicken deaths because they're very easy prey. Because a chicken will scream if you grab it from its roost when it's sleeping, but it won't fight you. So that's basically every night me and my husband go catch the stragglers and lock them in the hen house. So I have to do that. What other little things was I going to put in there? Stickers. I bought a whole bunch of stickers. So sticker packs will go into the envelope ones. And which is not, I always send out a couple little stickers and a note, a thank you card every time. So that will still be in there. Some of them will have incense. It's like depending on how much you spent. So that'll be, hi Stephanie. So that'll all be in there. Everybody gets some kind of little prizes though. So don't worry, you're not going to get anything. Everybody gets something. So I do have 3 unboxings coming up. No, not just 3. I see now that I have stuff stacked here. I have to film some unboxings tomorrow, and I have some Kickstarter things that are going to be reviewed. The Solomon's Pentacles, which are really neat. They're little coins, each with the one of 44 Solomon seals. the Phenomena Oracle, which is very cool, and the Mystery Tarot, which I'm really excited about. I'm also going to be filming, hopefully, if I can get through all the school supplies and the grocery shopping, I'll be filming my unboxing of my Sacred Space crate for September, and another Kickstarter that I have here. It's a journal, I'm pretty sure. Yep. I don't want to get too much of a peek at it, but I had a couple things coming from Australia, so I wasn't sure what it was. I was going to do a whole filming of the, like, circling back on the Golden Knight Tarot, which was a Kickstarter that I spent $100 on, and I was very, very disappointed with the quality of the deck. I have it here. Hold on. Keep my decks in this desk. I'm still trying to think what I'm going to do with it. It's got a nice box, and frankly, it has so much potential. So I thought it was going to be metallic, first of all, and definitely I should have gone with a gold. But they're just really simple cards. They're not even... No, I just scroll through and I kind of watch the ones that I like. And if they look like they're going to make it, I usually purchase. It's pretty easy, and it's really nice because you get some interesting things. One of my favorite things I've ever gotten on a Kickstarter was these tarot scratchets. They're so fun. I do them every new moon. And so each one has a yes or no question and a 3-card draw. They're really, really fun. I can't wait till they actually sell them on their website because I will buy a ton. There's been some other Kickstarters that I really like. Another Kickstarter that I absolutely love and I use really regularly is the Moonery Planner. I love it. It's got every new and full moon and how it affects you personally based on your rising sign. It's really, really useful. And so I am going to be doing planners again this year, but probably not to the extent that I did last year. Oh, I wanted to share with you guys. So I bought... Kickstarter is like this. It's where people pitch ideas. They're like, oh, I want to create this deck and this is kind of what it looks like. And if you help me bring this to fruition, you can have, and then they'll be like $1 just to donate, $2 for a sticker, $5 for a journal. I don't know, whatever. And then so on and so forth. There's tiers, kind of like Patreon, but for one set item. And so if enough people support it and it meets its goal, then it goes into production. It actually takes quite a bit of time usually because they're just saying that I want to create this. They still have to reach funding. Once they reach funding, then they can create the item and then it comes to you. So the other thing, so it was $100. I got a deck. I was supposed to get 5 stickers, which I have not received yet, and then some art. So this art is like a photo printed from Amazon. It's very thin. It's glossy. I'm not trying to be critical, but I just feel like when you kind of like want certain things when you collect tarot decks, you kind of want a certain feel, a certain weight, a certain size. And I just feel like this was a good idea, poorly executed. Let me just leave it at that. Because I don't want to rag on this person. This person had an idea and they brought it into the world. They made something. And yeah, and this was the journal. So I never got the stickers. I got the art print, which is like a photograph printed from Amazon. And then this journal. The journal is actually prettier than the dang deck. Again, it's prettier. I love the black and gold. I should have gone with black and gold. And it's It's got blank sheets inside. It's got a huge cut right here, but I'm assuming that's not their fault. And, you know, the quality of the paper is fine. So that was just my wrap up on that. I got the rest of the items, I think, unless at some point they're going to send the stickers. I don't know. But exactly, Liberius. That's basically how it goes. And I have gotten some beautiful Kickstarters. Let me see if I have some of my Kickstarters. So the Zodiac 108 was a Kickstarter with like a whole bunch of really like detailed cards with concepts, and each of them align with like different. So this is obviously Capricorn with different. I did a whole review, so you can watch that, but with different ideas that are really central to that, the energy of that zodiac sign. And which one was the one? Actually, I was going to work with it this moon, so it's already over here. The Super Lunaris. It's absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. And then so this is my Super Lunaris. And this is well loved. It's absolutely gorgeous. I absolutely love it. It does take quite a bit of time because, especially with the pandemic and things like that, printing isn't what it should be. And hi, oracles. But I will say that I have been super pleased with some. I absolutely loved also my garden journal. I love the Moonary journal. I didn't like the Sweet Bee as much as I thought. I love the Scratch It tarot cards. I don't really like this. I backed quite a few. If we're friends, or follow each other on Facebook, or you can try to find me, you can see what I back. So kind of know what I'm gonna be getting in the future. Yeah, same. It's usually like I have not heard of somebody not getting it. I didn't get my tarot scratchers the first time, and finally I sent the message like, it's been like 6 months. And everybody else says they got theirs. Can I have mine? And they sent me a replacement. So that was pretty cool. Oh, what I was going to tell you is I bought these leather binders. So they're basically binders, but with leather covering. They look like a book. You can buy them in various sizes on Amazon. And I upside down. And I put my BOS pages from the Witch's Roots in page protectors in here in alphabetical order. At some point, I will have a more permanent grimoire, but people are always like, "Oh, how do you bind them?" Well, this is how I have started binding them, and I really am pleased with it because when I get a new one, I just kind of go to, like, for example, what was it? I think it was T is the recent one. So I would go to, T would be towards the end. I would go to after Spearmint and before Willow, and I would put it in there. So this one is my herb one. As you can see, it's pretty fat. So I'll probably start a new one. The reason I kept it in here too is because they come with, the artwork itself is actually pretty thin. And then it has like just a cardstock on the back. And then for there, I was thinking to add my personal notes, but also further information garden wise, maybe a picture of it in real life, maybe. So I like the hoodoo or the folk magic Yes, I bought them from Amazon. So these are the short ones that I bought from Amazon that fit perfectly. And I also bought the tall ones. And I'm going to put this, oops. Hold on, guys. I'm having technical difficulties. My desks are making it hard for me to put my binder back. Hold on one second. I also have tall ones. Oh, what was the page protector's hard to find? I can't figure out the right size. I'll have to look it up. Hold on. I think it's right here. So I got these. These are exactly the package I bought from Amazon. 200 mini 5 by 5 inches by 8 by 5 poly protector sheets. They're a little bit big, but this is the size that I use for the Witch's Moon half sheets. This one is, and you can see that they're bigger. But this one's going to be for, they're starting to do more and more crystal pages. So this is obviously Amber the gem, whereas the first page in the other book was Amber the resin. So green calcite, Herkimer diamond, things like that. I'm definitely excited because I got a few more of those. Then which ones are these? Let's see. These are just general pages. So like this one's from their Book of Shadows dedication page. Grounding, that was a really good one. Protection. Because this is how I would lay out my permanent grimoire. Prosperity. Earth easement. This is just like different symbols and deities, spells. Really cool items that I have kept and gathered. Let me see if I can find the tall one. Okay. This is the tall one that I bought on Amazon. I don't have any dividers. Honestly, the way I've made dividers in the past, like for my little finance books and stuff, is that I take those file folders that are just two little file folders with a tab on the end, and I cut them in half and I hole punch them. But no, I haven't made any dividers for these. This one's really pretty. It came with a pen holder here, which I would obviously never write on these, but these are the full size art pages. So this one's about chakras, the light body, the shadow self, the triple goddess, elementals, spirits of fate, Gaia, Hecate, Selene, Yemoya, ascended guides, which is alphabet, and so on and so forth. So those, obviously there's not obviously, but there is less of those. And I do have, I bought a variety of them. But this one's like the Wheel of the Year. I didn't get all of these collections. I so wish that I did. So this one's Beltane, Midsummer, Summer, Lammas, Mabon, and then different timings because they didn't have Samhain because I started at the end of the year, but these are different moon ones. So just really cool. I'm really, really pleased with how it came out. And so I'll, if you guys are interested, I can look up the item number and leave an affiliate link in the description because I do like them and I will buy them again because they keep sending them. So I need somewhere to put them. What else? What other updates? Um, um, hmm. I'm trying to stay on top of school, work, my kid, and unboxing. So hopefully that. I'll check it out. Um, or I might have it already. I think I do have a small Samhain one, but the books, interviews. No more interviews for right now. I don't have anything in me to collaborate with other people. I'm drowning. And so like it's enough for me to try and coordinate my time to like film the things that I actually get and buy. Books I would love to. I'm not gonna lie, I have about 200 pages to read in the next 2 weeks just for my first module. And it's not easy to read. It's cardiac. So it's really dense information. So yes, I do want to get to the books. I still have my stack here. I absolutely do. It's just not happening as I would like. Um, I have bought lots of books too. Um, and they're over there in a stack. I can see them because I still have. So when I was going through all of my things in preparation for the yard sale, I started off the first day just doing a general saying like, what is staying and what is going. So everything on that bed is staying, and I have to sort through it. And everything on this bed is packed and processed and ready to go. So that's what I'm working on. But I do have plans in the future. It's just a lot of things are up in the air with the uncertain nature of the world that we're living in right now. Let's be real. So while there's so many offerings that I have planned for you guys in the future, I don't want to I don't want to really expound upon that until I am in a better place to really move forward with those things. Suffice it to say that I am creating something and working on things um, that I will be selling and not and as in resale, like things that I will be creating or putting together, um, including herbs from my own property. I'm working on candle making, although that will definitely be in the next witchy art sale. Um, Things that I made, but I'm using all recycled jars. So that's why I kind of still think of it as reselling. If I can get my stuff together, because the last one didn't explode. So yay. I can make a candle that doesn't blow up. Um, Animal parts, of course. Um, Lots of things, just like I talked about in the live. Um, and just toying around with ideas like memberships and like a virtual coven. Not like we would, a virtual group, let's say, where it would be not on this platform, just because I feel like if we had a very small group of like-minded individuals um, on a Zoom, we could have really beneficial education and interactions that could really go somewhere. And I have been participating in those online because they do exist out there already. Um, it would just be something I will have to think about and work on how that will look in my um, in my iteration of that, and that's something that would take time. So I don't have time, and so it's still just a dream right now. Um, I do respond and answer to any social media stuff, so of course you can always reach me there. What else is there? I've been working a lot with, tomorrow's the new moon. And so I have set my intentions. If you guys are interested, I can show you like what a new moon and full moon process looks for me, because it has been some time since I've done something like that. And so we could talk about that in the future. I'm not able to be as consistent as I like, but I'm trying. So, for those of you waiting for packages, I promise they're there. I'm working on them hard. I did have 3 very long nursing days. I kid you not, guys. It's the Wild West out here. That's exactly what it is, Liberius. So every new moon, I set an intention. And then for me, my intentions run until the full moon of that same sign. That's how it makes the most sense for me. So the ritual is different every time, but the process is the same. And it's fairly simple, like we used to do on this channel, where I used to go through and just get ready with me for the new moon. That's still the basis of it. So when I'm getting ready for the new moon, I go through all of my resources, my website resources, my Patreon resources, my books, my almanacs and planners, and I gather all this information about what they're saying the energy is around this new moon, what it's a good time for, blah, blah, blah. I kind of integrate that with what's going on with my life. And from there, I set an intention that I'm going to carry with me for 6 months. I write it no less than 3 times. And then I do divination work around it. So with several decks, some of them have new moon spreads or full moon spreads that I really enjoy. And some of the planners that I have spreads around that too. So I do some divination, and then I take my intention and I seal it with wax, and I put it in my ancestor box that I got from Honey Botanica, which is absolutely beautiful. And when the full moon in that sign comes around, I open that up and I reflect on, how did this go? Like, if I made a goal 6 months ago to be more intentional with my language, how has that been going? Like, did I make any accomplishments? And then I kind of review and integrate what I've learned in that area. So I've started this particular process very intentionally with the new moon in Aries, where I set a goal and I have keywords now. So my keyword for my goal or intention, which is different than a goal, and we'll talk about that in the future, because the intention you write as if it's already happened, right? And a goal is like, I'm going to do this, a SMART goal. I'm going to do this in this amount of time. This is what I'm going to do. This is how I know I've done it. This is the date. Specific, measurable, actionable, realistic, and timely. That would be a goal. An intention is just like, I exist in the universe this way already. That's how you write them. And for Aries, my keyword was vitality, because Aries is like self, the first house. You could do passion and starting, and there's lots of things around there, but just like vitality was the word that stuck for me. For Taurus is probably my absolute favorite new moon of the year. And usually I do a plant spell, but I did something different this year. I made money rice, which some of you are getting in your boxes. That keyword for that was stability. Gemini was a little bit of a mixed bag, because Gemini was on a solar eclipse, and that's really inward directed. And I felt really inward directed for that. And so that one, as opposed to an action that I'm constantly taking, I consider that one more of an integration of, that's how I have been doing it. Although I think I'm going to review it because I believe it was something around the way that I speak. I'm sorry, Sherry. The way that I speak, and so I think I need to go back to it because I've been hearing about this 369 method that I'm interested in trying, and so I still have 3 months until the new moon or the full moon in Gemini. Cancer was all around home. Leo was another self-integrating one because it's my solar return. Um, and that one I do have to revisit because there's a lot of integration that goes. So you learn something and you practice something, but the actual growth is the integration of the information that you learn from those actions. Just like when you exercise, your muscles don't grow from the exercise, your muscles grow from the healing while you sleep after the exercise. When your body rebuilds itself, that's the growth. It's the same way with your spiritual efficacy, with your mental work, with all of that. It's in the rest, it's in the integration, it's in the repose where you heal and build anew. Um, so yeah, I'm excited for Virgo tomorrow. I've got an intention set. I've got a little ritual to do. I've got some divination to do. And Virgo's always been one of my favorite new moons as well because I have a stellium in Virgo. And so Virgo thought processes work really jive with me, really vibe with me. The organization, the practicality, um, the grounded, practical nature. But also, it's ruled by Gemini, which is very, very, no, I'm sorry, Mercury. Am I speaking English? Yes. Mercury. It's ruled by Mercury, which is very like thought, communication, reading, writing, which are also favorite things. So I digress. I'm just rambling now. Those are the thoughts that I have. But I wanted to connect with you guys. I've got some unboxings coming up. I really appreciate you watching my channel. I am trying to get your packages out as soon as possible. I'm going to try to do another witchy yard sale in December. Although, honestly, I'm pretty caught up. But I tend to have really bad spending over the holidays. Yes, Aries, I can tell by your journaling. You got some placements there. It's beautiful, but also very structured. I love it. Thank you, Witchy Farm Girl. I think a lot of my long-term subscribers really, I think, enjoyed the educational lives that I used to do. I pulled back from those because, again, it takes a lot of prep, a lot of planning, a lot of consistency that I just can't commit to right now. But I that is definitely coming in the future in a more structured way. Once I graduate or once things change, we'll see how it goes. But if you haven't subscribed already, please do so. I think that I'm literally talking to long-term subscribers anyway. And like and comment, and just some little unboxings coming up. And I would love to do another live next week, and that is my goal. But of course, I don't know how things are going to go. So I'm going to try my best. But otherwise, of course. Thank you so much, Librarians. You're so sweet. All right, guys. I'm tired. It's 9:30 where I live. And we've been trying really, really hard to be in bed by 10 because back to school time means that everybody in the family has to have consistent wake and sleep times. So that's where we are. I love you. I hope you have a wonderful night. I hope you take some time to set some intentions for yourself, for your personal health, for your mental stability, for your health of your mind, body, and spirit, for healthy boundaries, for learning something for yourself for these next 6 months, so that regardless of how the world goes, you'll still be a better person and you still win. because the best revenge on anything is living a happy life. So do something for yourself. And that's hard for me because I'm a giver, but I'm telling you guys, I feel best when I do some stuff for myself. So I'm going to go to bed. I love you guys. Have a wonderful night.